Hi, Bibin. How are you today?
I am doing good.
Thank you. Thank you, Bibin, for taking the time out to do this testimonial with us. For the audience, could you give a short introduction about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So, my name is Bibin Sam Jacob, and I am a financial associate at Goldman Sachs in Bangalore. Been working here for about 5.5 to 6 years, and having worked with LilacBuds consulting teams through their mentorship, I was able to get an admit to a UNC Kenan Flagler Business School for their MBA program with a scholarship of $50,000.
Super. Thank you, Bibin, for that.
Yeah,
Um, Congratulations again on the admit as well.
thank you.
Uh,
Yeah.
so, Bibin, when you came first to Lilac Buds, what were the concerns that you had regarding your MBA candidature, and what made you decide to work with us?
Yeah, so initially when I was looking at the MBA applications and I decided, to pursue my MBA, I really didn't have a clear understanding or clear picture or direction on which MBA schools would fit my profile and what would exactly be within my targets and goals that I want to achieve during my career. Right. So I went on to do the research on my own and started the application for round one. But then I realized that my essays weren't having that kind of content or that impact that would help me get through to tell the adcom that I am the best fit for their program. So I think after researching about a few consulting firms, I think Lilac Birds came to me. Casually through the internet, Googling and searching, and then I decided to go with them because I think the kind of mentorship that they provided, it really helped me give the direction in my applications and my essays, which would actually make an impact in getting those admits. So I would say that the personal mentorship that Lilac provided is, I think, their USP that helped me get these admits.
Super. Thank you again for that. So the next question for you, Bibin, would be, which B schools did you finally apply to, and where all did you get an admit for a scholarship?
Yes, certainly. I think I shortlisted about 3 B schools. Uh, First one of Michigan Ross. Second one was UNC Kenan Flagler, and the third one was Vanderbilt, Owen School of Management. Right. So finally, while getting the admit, I got admitted into UNC Kenan Flagler, but I got waitlisted in the other 2 business schools. Nevertheless, I was keen towards UNC Kenan Flagler Business School. So I would say that I kind of got my first choice school that I wanted from the lot. And I think what LilacBuds did was to cater each of my essays or each of my applications towards stitching it towards the school's objectives and my career goals. So putting them both together, I think, was a really good job done by LilacBuds.
And you mentioned about this personal mentorship angle. Can you tell me,
Yeah.
how was the experience working with your mentors?
Yeah. Actually, I want to call out one mentor. His name is Rajiv Ganju. I think Rajiv had helped me throughout the process, initially starting from when he was initially screening me, just to go through my resume and pick out those key highlights from my careers, which can help me build the application for the business school, right? So I think Rajiv looked at it a very analytical way on how to go about my resume and how to exactly build a story around it that can help me prove to the adcom that I am the right fit for that program. So I think from day one itself, having calls with me on at all times and me requesting calls at any time of the day was, I think, I really appreciated for Rajiv for taking the time off, and also just giving me the confidence to really go forth and put myself forward, and the kind of activities that I did that when I didn't remember that I had not put in my resume, he brought that out in me. And I think those are the kind of qualities that business schools look for. And I think Rajiv was really able to pull that out from my character. So I would say that is the kind of personal mentorship that Rajiv had provided throughout the journey. And I think that's what helped me really get that.
Super. Given that you must be applying, your friends must also be applying in and around the same time. Would you have any framework in terms of the software and the application portal itself? How did that experience come about compared to you or your friends, and they might be working with other consultants, for example? Did this offer you any edge? Did that offer you any advantage compared to to your peers or to other people who would be applying alongside you?
Yeah. I think to answer the question, I would say that yes, before LilacBuds, I did do my own kind of research just to see which consultant is out there, what are they offering, and what is different from one service to another. Because different companies out there, there's a lot of different products available, and their services too. So I think some of my friends had gone with personal, consultants where they would help them throughout the application. But I would say well-established organization like LilacBuds, it was more organized, and what they were able to do with their portal was make it more streamlined into saying that, this is the first part of what you have to do. Let's get this done through certain steps. And once that steps are done, we'll move on to the next task. So in the same way of, let's say, booking meetings, they had a wonderful platform where you could, just go ahead and request for a meeting. You don't have to separately open like a Zoom or a Google Meets or anything like that. And then your mentor can go ahead and accept that meeting, and you can sync this with your calendar and all those other things. And even with the meeting platforms, they have their own meeting platforms, as you know, LilacBuds has own meeting platforms. So it was quite, I would say, interactive in terms of exchanging information, exchanging ideas on that platform. And I would say that it is comparable to the top-notch softwares available out there. And I think what made LilacBuds different from, and what made me choose them, was the kind of extra effort they took in mentoring me for the interviews, right? So they had a lot of, LilacBuds had a lot of interview questions and mock interviews that were readily available for the students to take at any point of time. So I think these kind of little softwares and these tweaks helped LilacBuds, and I would say LilacBuds have that edge over other consultants because of these things. And I think the infrastructure was built around very well. And I think the kind of feedback also that we can give to the different mentors even after their sessions was also quite commendable. So I would say, all in all, very good experience in terms of the infrastructure that LilacBuds provided. And I think that's something I would advise the future students to, look at while choosing consultants, because sometimes personal consultants may not have that kind of infrastructure to, give them that additional effort or additional practice to go over these interviews and applications.
Yes, that's absolutely right. And I think we do pride ourselves being one of the only companies, honestly, in India, I feel, who have a full-fledged video essay practice and interview portal.
Exactly.
Really defines our investment in the right tools to make sure applicants are prepared for that interview as well as they could possibly be. Finally, what you mentioned about advice, and that's exactly where I'm heading. What advice would you have for future MBA aspirants looking to study in the US?
Right. So I would say that, there are different stages of people's careers. And I think what you have to look at is, where are you in your, which stage in your career are you in? So if you feel that, you are in a stage where you can learn more and you can really go back to the classroom and engage with your peers and get that learning curve ahead, or you want to try something new in another industry, and I think an MBA can help you do that. So it's all about upskilling yourself, but also, building the network too. So I think that's why USB schools are, pride themselves in, having one of the top programs because of the network that they built. So I would say the advice is to always start early in terms of the round of applications. Take your exams early. Try to give it through the round one, even though I had given it a round two. But I think that's because I had to make a hasty decision of, going with a consultant very late. But I think if I had gone to LilacBuds even earlier, I think I would have applied to more schools and I would have got more admits and more choices to make from. But I would say all in all, just like, start early, start the applications early, and right through from round one, have the confidence and really talk to your mentor or whoever's, trying to help you with the applications. Because I think there's sometimes certain qualities and certain instances or inferences that you can't make from your own career, that sometimes when you explain to your mentors, that they would be able to do so. And that's what really helps you build that profile during an MBA application experience.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Bibin, I think, for your time today. It was wonderful chatting with you. And we wish you the best, and congratulations once again for the brilliant invites and scholarship of $50,000 at Kenan Flagler. We hope to see you as a mentor sometime. And we hope to see you as a mentor sometime in the next couple of years as well.
I'm hoping so. All right. Thank you, Prayesh.
All right, bye.